And to you, good day.
Greetings, Bashar, from the Pandemic Center of New York City.
Oh, all right. How exciting for you.
It was, but it's very intense.
Yes.
And then today I have three topics to discuss with you.
All right. Speak up.
Sure. The first topic is the my near-death experience.
How exciting. Do tell.
It was super intense, and then
You like that word, don't you? Intense.
it is very intense.
Oh, all right, if you say so.
I would like to express my gratitude for all the spirit guides during this process, like
Yes,
Anubis
yes.
and Kukumas.
Yes, yes.
So, how did they know each other?
Well, it depends. Can be part of a soul family, can simply be part of an agreement to assist certain kinds of beings in a certain way. It can be many different reasons that they might interact.
I see. So, I feel like this virus actually transformed me. I'm the ground zero of
Well,
it.
in a sense, yes. It's one of the opportunities that it presents to people on your planet to allow themselves to be transformed in a way that might accelerate them toward more of who they wish to be.
So, does that mean I'm kind of mutating right now because of the virus?
In a sense, yes, although not necessarily directly because of the virus in terms of a causal way, but in the sense that you're willing to allow yourself to alter your frequency and thus your genetics in response to the reflection brought about by the virus.
So, during this process, I constantly seeing the triangles, and particularly, well, I didn't do that on purpose, but
No, but it's a representation of stability.
I see. And then, particularly, I also saw the black triangle with the blue light in the background. I'm just wondering, did I get any help from your civilization?
Well, you're tapping into the collective consciousness, so you're doing that to aid and assist yourself, which is perfectly fine. That's why we gave that symbol to all of you, so that you could tap into our collective consciousness and assist yourselves in the stabilization process when you go through these challenges.
So during this challenge, I was informed by my higher self that I will be part of the artificial intelligence. So it shows me that there's a very long hose is like connected to the machine and then attached to my third eye. And then my higher self said, "Do not be afraid of the machine." I'm wondering how it works.
Well, that's a symbolic representation using symbols that exist in your physical mind to represent what's going on in energy in a higher dimension. It's not a literal machine, but it's a way of understanding that you are giving yourself an opportunity to connect more strongly to your higher mind, which is very similar to the idea that people on your planet refer to as higher or artificial intelligence.
So, in other words, I'm not going to get another implant.
No.
I see. That also lead to the next question is the hybrid childrens and the ships.
Yes.
So during this process, I saw that my third eye was widely open. And then I saw this little boy wobbling and very happy walking toward me. And
Yes.
the little boy, is that the hybrid kid I'm going to meet in the future?
Possibly. There's a high probability, although it's not absolutely definite yet, because many things have to change first before these things become completely crystallized. But the probability is high, yes.
Can I know the percentage?
Above 80.
Wow. Does he has a name yet?
Toying with one. Not sure yet. Could be something similar to either saffron or something of a spice that has a kind of strong effect.
Wow. Definitely, I will look forward to it.
All right.
So I have very intense dreams, and then
There's that word again.
yes, it's very synchronized.
Do you spend a lot of time camping since you like to be in tents so often?
Kind of.
All right.
So I'm
Please do remember it's all right for things to be intense. Challenges can be intense, But please, as a reminder, don't automatically assume that intense is negative.
It's very exciting.
All right.
And I have so much fun with riding these rabbits.
All right. So do continue.
This girl, she dressed up like a maverick magician, and then she installed an eye of discernment on my right eye. I'm wondering how that works.
This experience you had where, when, how?
It was in a dream.
Yeah.
And then she told me that she's going to show me something she found from the Grand Central Station. So it was like a ring, and the ring keeps spinning and spinning. Eventually, there's a green laser light out of the ring, and then it forms a green shape of an eye, and then all of a sudden it pops.
All right. These are simply energetic adjustments that the beings you are working with on another level are helping to make in your energy, to help align you, to help connect you more strongly. So you're simply remembering in certain symbolic form some of the adjustments to your energy that are being made with the assistance of other beings that you are interacting with on that level.
I see. Another experience was like in the dream realm. I was beamed into a ship, but this ship is actually quite different. It's actually like a museum, very classic looking. And then I was informed that I should put my hand into the black box to draw an animal for the spiritual companionship. So the one I picked up is actually the caterpillar from Alice Wonderland. I wonder how that.
All right.
Well, again, you are allowing yourself to recognize the symbol of your own transformation, because the caterpillar changes into the butterfly, which is the very strong symbol in your collective consciousness of transformation from a lower vibration to a higher vibration.
And then last month, a few weeks ago, I put a contact crystal by my window, and I saw a very big orb. It's very neon and white flying by my window.
Yes.
And I'm wondering who that was.
A spirit guide.
Is that the tall white?
No, a spirit guide.
Oh.
Not an extraterrestrial. A spirit guide.
I got you. And then I was so excited to one night, also during the pandemic, I saw more than 30 ships, and they're popping out of the cloud. And then,
well, there's a lot of traffic around you all the time. It's just that as you raise your frequency, your senses become more capable of perceiving what's going on all around you. They become visible.
So they're flying toward east to Long Island. I'm wondering what.
There's a lot of traffic going here and there, to and fro, for a variety of reasons. I can't list them all. Some of them are simply on their own business. Some of them are observing. Some of them are connecting. Some of them are helping. It just depends. But all I'm saying is, if you all really get to the point where you raise your frequency to allow your senses to become more capable of perceiving things on higher frequency levels, you will realize that there are many things, many ships, many beings, many different kinds of manifestations passing through your reality overhead all the time, and even through your planet all the time. It just becomes sort of more like you're living right next to an airport.
Yes, and then also I'm so grateful for the moon meditation from Sedona last year.
Yes, well, it is our pleasure to deliver suggestions for permission slips that your imagination can alter in whatever way, shape, or form works best for you.
And then after the meditation, I do it myself, and the moon started turning to a smiley face. And then every time I look at the moon, meditate with it, and there's a different being talking to me.
All right. So you're using that as a reflective permission slip.
So it's a reflection.
Everything is a reflection.
That's
Remember, physical reality isn't real. It's a mirror.
So the third topic is the non-physical energy. And just through synchronicity, I have been come across lots of tetrahedrons. And then our physicists saying that one group of them, they said if we keep cutting the physical reality to the smallest, it's actually like a triangle crystal.
Is like a tetrahedral form. That's what we've said for a long time. Tetrahedrons are the underlying template of your physical reality.
So how does the Merkaba come into play?
It comes into play as a symbol of as above, so below. The idea of the tetrahedrons intersecting, one pointing up and one pointing down, shows the connection, energetic connection and consciousness connection between physical and non-physical reality, between physical mind and higher mind.
You also mentioned that that would be the most efficient antenna to use the free energy.
Yes, made out of certain materials in a certain configuration and encapsulated within different shells of resonating chambers, it can function as what we might loosely call a space-time antenna or transformational energy matrix, or shall we say a transformer, or what you might call a down resonating capacitor. There are many ways to define this idea, but it is the heart. The Merkaba shape is the heart of that device.
Wow. So you mentioned that fractals is another form of the free energy. I'm wondering.
Well, it's a representation. It's a certain representation of energy relationships, just as phi ratios are what you call the golden mean, golden proportions, fractal expressions. All of these are different expressions of the relationship of resonances within existence to one another that define different levels of reality, including your physical reality.
And how about the time crystal? When you mentioned that you actually flip back and forth, that reminds me of Tesla. He discovered the AC/DC.
In a sense, yes, it's a representation of the connection of forward and backward time, of time and anti-time. It is a representation of parallel realities expressed in crystalline form, but your scientists have to gain much more familiarity with this to understand how this might be connected or representative of these different concepts.
I see. And final question, just through synchronicity, the Amazon.com, the distribution center in California, is on fire.
Yes.
So what's the reflection? I mean, maybe it's telling us that the Amazon jungle was also in trouble.
Then that's what you take from it. Then that's what that reflection is to you, though there are many, many more symbolic reflections, again, depending upon the person that is perceiving it. It can be representative of other things as well. It can be representative of resistance to the transmission of things, transmission of information that causes things to heat up because of its resistance, and it's not flowing freely in the way that it really needs to. It can be representative of many different things depending upon the person that's looking.
So what's the action I can take at a personal level? I mean,
you decide. Follow your passion. You decide.
I see.
Follow the formula. That's all you need to do to figure out everything you need to do and take action on in your life. That's all you need to do. That's why we give it to you that way. We boil it down into its simplest possible 4-step formula. That's an instruction manual for how to proceed and move through life, for how to navigate your reality in a way that leaves nothing relevant out and brings you every single bit of information that's relevant for you to know and every single experience that's relevant for you to have in your life as it unfolds. So thank you for your interaction and your sharing, and we bid you an exciting and challenging and intense good day.
A good day to you too. Thank you, Bashar. Aveo.
Aveo.